The treatment began with the technician focusing on the front of the toenail. Using a specialized tool, she gently refined the tip, shaping it gradually for a smoother, more comfortable finish. This initial adjustment was subtle but important, especially in American foot care practices where both hygiene and comfort are key, particularly for people who spend long hours in shoes or on their feet. Once the front portion of the nail was properly reshaped, she moved on to the inner edge, slowly working her way into the nail fold with calm, controlled movements. The process was repeated step by step, alternating between the tip and sides to ensure the entire area was evenly and safely adjusted. This rhythm of moving from the center to the edges and back again is typical of professional salons in the US, where balance and symmetry are valued not just for looks, but for the health of the nail as well. As she reached the tighter areas along the edge, she began to carefully ease open the nail fold. Using precise instruments, she gently guided out natural buildup and loosened skin that had accumulated over time. These substances can form when the area doesn't get enough ventilation, something that often happens when people wear snug shoes or go long periods without detailed foot care. This step was done slowly and mindfully to ensure the client's comfort while keeping the area clean. She continued to work her way deeper into the nail groove, using a fine tool to gently remove hardened material tucked beneath the surface. Bit by bit, she cleared the area, revealing a cleaner, healthier space around the nail. A light mist of sanitizing solution was then sprayed over the nail, refreshing the area while also helping to soften anything remaining along the edges. Returning to the fold, she used a gentle scooping tool to finish clearing out the deeper parts of the groove. Her hand remained steady, never rushing the process. With the fold now open and debris cleared away, she switched to a fine-tipped clipper to carefully trim excess skin from around the nail base. This is a common step in detailed pedicure treatments across the US, where clean nail beds and soft skin are the goal, not just for aesthetics but for comfort and wellness. After completing the deeper cleaning, she smoothed the nail edges further, gently shaping the tip again to ensure it matched the rest of the nail's natural curve. She then resumed work on the side folds, continuing to clear small bits of buildup using gentle motions. These fragments may be small, but removing them reduces pressure and prevents future discomfort, a preventive step that many American clients appreciate. She then picked up a soft grit file to smooth the inner edges of the nail fold. This tool helped taper the nail walls so that nothing pressed too firmly into the skin, ensuring easier future growth and less friction in closed footwear. The technician continued this step slowly, shaping the nail with care until everything felt balanced and comfortable. Another light spray of solution was applied to cleanse the nail again, followed by a clean towel used to gently pat the area dry. Then, she turned her focus once more to the nail fold, checking both sides and cleaning up any remaining fragments. Using her tool, she carefully removed these tiny pieces from under the nail and along the edges, leaving nothing behind that could cause irritation. As the session progressed, she returned to the nail's surface and refined it even further. She focused again on the inside corner, gently shaping the area to remove any lingering roughness. Each move was calm, detailed, and deliberate, showing the level of care that American salons are known for, where customer satisfaction isn't just about beauty, but about making sure each guest walks away feeling better. After another spray of antiseptic mist, she used a soft towel to clean and polish the area once more. The final steps included a last pass with the precision tool to remove any remaining bits of excess skin around the nail fold. These finishing touches ensure not only a clean appearance but also a fresh, breathable feeling that clients love, especially in warmer American climates where open-toed shoes are common. By the end of the session, the nail and surrounding area looked renewed, free of buildup, smooth to the touch, and shaped for both comfort and long-term health. The entire process, performed with quiet precision and attentiveness, reflected the care, professionalism, and wellness-oriented service that define top-tier American foot care. The session began with the technician focusing on the inner left edge of the client's toenail, using a precision tool to gently open the tight nail fold. With steady hands, she moved gradually across the front of the nail to the right side, adjusting her technique as needed to reach deeper corners. The motion was slow and controlled, exactly the kind of careful process expected in American nail care, where safety and client comfort are always the top priorities. After a few passes along the surface, she attempted to lift a portion of the nail to relieve pressure. Though it didn't come loose immediately, she remained calm and methodical, switching tactics to focus on the front of the nail. Working from the tip downward, she followed the natural lines already created during earlier passes and redirected her efforts with more precision. This time, as she refined the shape of the nail's front edge, she was able to gradually release a portion that had been embedded under the surface. With gentle effort, she separated this section and set it aside. She then continued working deeper, carefully removing another small segment to further reduce tension and make the area feel lighter and more comfortable. Next, she switched to a different tool better suited for detailing the left side of the nail fold. With expert skill, she guided the remaining segment upward and gently removed it, ensuring no discomfort to the client. In American salons, this level of precision is considered essential, especially in procedures where wellness, hygiene, and relaxation must come together seamlessly. To address the base of the nail, she used a new tool designed to refine this area without causing any stress to the surrounding skin. This step helps smooth the surface and encourage healthy nail growth, aligning with common U.S. practices that combine grooming with preventative care. She then changed instruments again to work along the nail body, softly shaping and removing hardened material that had collected at the front edge over time. Throughout the process, she used a clean, soft cloth to gently wipe away any fine debris left from the shaping work. This step not only enhances cleanliness but also adds to the spa-like experience clients expect, especially in the U.S., where hygiene and comfort are central to nail salon services. To complete the care, she lightly misted the area with a refreshing cleansing solution, helping soothe the skin and maintain a clean finish. She then returned once more with a fine-tipped tool to continue cleaning the nail fold, making sure no buildup remained and that the toe looked and felt its best. Every step of the session was performed with care, professionalism, and a deep understanding of client needs, an approach rooted in American salon culture, where attention to detail, health-conscious care, and a soothing atmosphere define the quality of service. The session began with focused attention on the inner left corner of the client's toenail. The technician used a precision tool to gently begin reshaping the edge, creating just enough space to relieve pressure and allow access to the more compact areas underneath. With careful movements, she gradually worked deeper into the side of the nail, being mindful of sensitivity and ensuring every step was comfortable for the client. As she reached a more hidden portion of the nail fold, she switched to a specialized tool better suited for working at a deeper level. This thoughtful adjustment is a hallmark of experienced technicians who understand that no 2 feet, or nails, are alike. Each move was measured, slow, and gentle, prioritizing both effectiveness and relaxation. Once a portion of the nail had been lifted to create relief, she placed a small, sterile cotton pad directly over the nail. This helped maintain a clean surface and absorb any natural moisture released from the area. She then carefully guided the cotton into the narrow fold, allowing it to draw out excess fluid without discomfort. This is a common and trusted practice in American salons, especially for clients who experience tightness or pressure near the edges of their nails due to footwear or long hours standing. She continued with her shaping work, moving deeper with each step. After gently removing the portion that had been causing pressure, she briefly rested it on the surface of the nail so the client could better understand what had been addressed, an educational moment often appreciated in the U.S., where customers enjoy being informed about their care. A light mist of sanitizing spray was applied to the area, followed by another clean cotton pad placed securely over the top. She gently inserted the cotton into the fold once more, allowing it to absorb remaining moisture before being removed. This process was repeated with fresh material to ensure cleanliness and full comfort. A small amount of liquid solution was then applied to the new pad. This helps calm the skin and maintain balance around the nail area. These steps, though simple, play a big role in American grooming culture, where cleanliness and calm are valued just as much as visual appeal. Shifting her focus, the technician returned to the front portion of the nail to make final refinements. Giving the tip a clean, comfortable shape, she then transitioned to the opposite side, working carefully into the right corner with the same attention to detail. Quote, the technician began by gently pressing on the surface of the nail, focusing on the center area to assess any tension or buildup beneath. As she applied light, consistent pressure along the nail bed, she noticed some natural fluid beginning to release from the edges where the nail meets the skin. This is a common occurrence in foot care, especially for clients who wear tight or closed shoes for extended periods, a frequent habit in daily American life. She then moved on to reshape the tip of the nail with a smooth, controlled motion, adjusting the contour for both aesthetic balance and comfort. Once the tip was properly aligned, she used a refined tool to gently clear away some of the hardened skin at the front of the toe. These areas can sometimes trap moisture, and properly cleaning them helps maintain hygiene and prevent irritation. To promote freshness and balance in the nail fold, she applied gentle pressure once again, allowing any remaining fluid to gradually release. Each time, she carefully wiped the area with a sterile gauze pad to keep the nail clean and dry. This process was repeated patiently, always checking for the client's comfort and ensuring the surface remained sanitized. With each pass, the technician continued to work methodically, applying just enough pressure to help the nail area return to a more balanced state. It took several repetitions, but the buildup near the tip of the toe was eventually cleared, leaving the nail looking cleaner and the area more breathable. Shifting her focus, she then addressed the area closer to the base of the nail. Using a light pressing motion, she helped release fluid trapped in the lower fold, gently removing any buildup that had been resting deeper beneath the nail. Again, she used a clean cloth to absorb the moisture and keep the surface fresh. As a final step, she returned to the central part of the nail and gently pressed again to make sure nothing remained beneath the surface. A small amount of fluid was released, and she used a fresh towel to complete the process. Throughout the treatment, the technician remained focused and precise, qualities highly valued in American nail care, where wellness, hygiene, and comfort are seamlessly integrated into every step of the salon experience. The session began with a careful inspection of the client's toenail, focusing especially on the edges where the nail meets the surrounding skin. This is a vital part of foot care in American salon culture, where the emphasis is not only on appearance but also on comfort and long-term wellness. The technician gently pressed around the nail fold to assess any areas where pressure or buildup might be causing discomfort. She then began refining the front edge of the nail, using smooth, deliberate strokes to create a clean and even shape. As she worked downward toward the inner corner, she gradually adjusted the angle of her tool to reach more compact spaces, where the nail had grown closely against the skin. Bit by bit, she carefully opened up the area, allowing the nail fold to relax and breathe more freely. Once a section of the nail edge was lifted, she gently guided it outward, creating space and reducing pressure. With practiced precision, she removed the portion that had been pressing into the fold, something that, while subtle, can bring significant relief. In American salons, where clients value both precision and a calm, spa-like experience, this kind of careful technique is greatly appreciated. Next, she turned her attention to the buildup that had collected within the narrow groove of the nail fold. Using fine tools, she gently cleared away hardened layers that had formed over time. These can be caused by tight shoes, moisture, or simply natural accumulation, and removing them helps promote better airflow and nail health. She continued by gently threading her tool back into the nail fold to ensure no buildup was left behind. Each pass was steady and thoughtful, ensuring comfort throughout the process. The technician then refined the shape at the front of the nail, ensuring everything was neat, balanced, and aligned with the natural curve of the toe. To finish, she worked deeper into the inner edge again, gently guiding the nail away from the skin and removing any remaining material hidden inside. Small pieces of hardened buildup and debris were carefully lifted out, one by one, keeping the area clean and fresh. She returned to the nail tip for a final refinement, smoothing it out so that the toe not only felt better but looked cleaner and well maintained. The session wrapped up with continued cleaning along both sides of the nail, ensuring all buildup was removed from beneath the fold. This kind of detailed care reflects the standard of service found in top-tier American nail salons, where wellness, relaxation, and hygiene are at the heart of every treatment. The technician began by gently guiding a fine tool into the left side of the toenail, where the nail edge was tight and pressing inward. With calm, deliberate movements, she carefully worked her way deeper, focusing on comfort and control. Once the area was adjusted, she slowly lifted a portion of the nail edge to release the pressure that had built up. As she made space, a small amount of fluid naturally surfaced from beneath the nail fold, a common result when areas have been enclosed or irritated for some time. She promptly used a clean, soft cloth to absorb the moisture, taking great care to keep the area sanitary and comfortable. With a specialized tweezer, she gently guided out the nail segment that had just been loosened. There was no rush, each step was done with intention, the way experienced nail technicians in American salons approach sensitive work. Then, a small piece of sterile cotton was placed on the nail bed to help absorb any remaining moisture and protect the area while work continued. Using a tiny hook tool, she removed any remaining fragments tucked around the edges. These small pieces are often hidden and can cause discomfort if left behind, so this step is essential for both hygiene and overall relief. Next, another soft piece of cotton was carefully placed along the side of the toe. then gently positioned to create space and keep the nail fold clean and supported. Finally, the technician misted a light antiseptic solution over the nail to refresh the area and support overall cleanliness. This kind of attention to detail, paired with soft tools and sterile materials, reflects the high standard of care expected in American salons, where health, comfort, and presentation are all part of the complete experience. Quote, "The process began with precise shaping of the front edge of the big toenail. The technician gently removed a small portion to help relieve surface tension and create a smoother, more natural curve. This step is often essential in professional foot care across the U.S., where maintaining clean, well-balanced nails is not only about comfort but also about appearance, especially when open-toe shoes are a part of everyday wear." From there, she carefully moved to the inner left side of the nail, adjusting her angle to reach the deeper corner where buildup often occurs. With steady hands, she gradually eased the nail fold open, gently guiding a section outward to reduce pressure in the area. It's a practice rooted in precision, patience, and care, qualities valued in American salons that prioritize a soothing experience alongside hygiene. As she worked, she uncovered natural buildup nestled within the narrow fold, small particles that had accumulated over time due to friction and enclosed footwear. These were gently cleared away, restoring a cleaner, more breathable space around the nail. Next, she adjusted her focus to the right side, mirroring her earlier steps with the same care. Another small portion of the nail was skillfully removed to improve balance and alleviate discomfort. Again, she cleared away hardened material that had collected along the fold, all while keeping the process comfortable and stress-free. She then tidied the area by removing smaller fragments around the base of the nail, ensuring everything looked fresh and well-maintained. The final step involved shaping the nails on the surrounding toes, giving them the same level of attention, care, and finishing touch that reflects the standards of modern nail care in the U.S., where grooming is as much about wellness as it is about style. The session began with a thorough visual check of the toenail's condition. The technician used her finger to gently press around the edge of the nail to gauge sensitivity and identify where care was needed most. This hands-on approach is common in American foot care, where precision and client feedback help guide each step of the process. To begin shaping, she moved from right to left across the front edge of the nail, gradually refining its contour. Her movements were calm and intentional, designed to reduce pressure and restore a neat, well-balanced appearance. American clients often value this part of the service, especially in seasons where feet are more exposed, like summer and spring. With her tools, she carefully began working along the outer edge, easing into the right nail fold to make space and remove excess buildup. Slowly and patiently, she adjusted the shape and gently revealed a portion of the nail that had been pressing inward. Her attention then shifted to the opposite side, where she mirrored the process to create symmetry and overall balance. At this point, she used a specialized tool to recheck the nail bed's condition, ensuring the area was clean and healthy before continuing. Returning to the right side, she delicately cleared away any remaining layers that had formed in the narrow spaces. Using soft, practiced motions, with one last adjustment, she gently freed a small piece of nail material that had been causing pressure. To give the client a better understanding of the work completed, she placed the section on the toe temporarily as a visual reference, something that's occasionally done in American salons when clients are curious about the transformation. The entire procedure was guided by care, professionalism, and a commitment to both comfort and hygiene, hallmarks of high-quality salons that prioritize wellness as much as appearance. The treatment began with a gentle adjustment to the front edge of the toenail, where the technician carefully shaped the nail tip to ensure a more comfortable and balanced look. This step is essential in American nail care routines, where neatness and foot comfort go hand in hand, especially for those who spend long hours in shoes or walking on hard surfaces. From there, she moved toward the right side of the nail, slowly working her way along the edge to reach the tight corner. With steady, practiced motions, she carefully opened the space, allowing better access to the area that had been under pressure. She then guided out a portion of the nail that had shifted beneath the skin's edge, helping the toe feel lighter and less restricted. As she continued, the technician used precision tools to gently clear out natural buildup that had formed beneath the nail, typically a mix of hardened layers that develop over time. These steps, while subtle, are essential in keeping feet healthy and feeling refreshed. Turning her focus back to the front of the nail, she refined the shape and carefully removed any small fragments left behind. This kind of attention to detail is something many clients in the U.S. deeply appreciate, especially during warmer months when toes are often on display in sandals or open shoes. She then addressed the opposite side, working delicately along the left nail fold. Again, she cleared away buildup and cleaned the surrounding area with a light touch, ensuring the toe felt smooth and breathable. A final pass along the front helped smooth out any remaining dry spots or hardened texture. Throughout the process, the technician stayed focused and precise, traits that reflect the high standards seen in professional nail salons across America, where wellness, hygiene, and client comfort are always front and center. Quote, "The session began with the technician focusing on the inside edge of the client's left big toe. Using a fine tool, she gently worked her way into the narrow corner, taking her time to ease open the nail edge and lift it slightly for better access. This is a meticulous process that requires both patience and a light touch, something seasoned foot care professionals in the US are known for. With careful movements, she continued working deeper into the area, slowly guiding the section outward to relieve pressure and allow the area underneath to breathe. As she worked, she came across a natural buildup that often forms when tight shoes or long days on your feet prevent proper airflow. Using precision tools, she calmly removed the hardened debris, leaving the nail bed cleaner and more comfortable. After tending to the left side, she changed tools to adjust the front portion of the nail. This part is especially important in American grooming routines, where comfort and appearance both matter. People not only want to feel good but also want their feet to look healthy and neat, especially in warmer months when sandals are common. Next, she moved to the right side, carefully guiding her tool to access the opposing nail fold. With steady hands, she gently separated the section and removed it, working deliberately to avoid discomfort. Once this portion was clear, she turned her focus to the front edge again, removing any small buildup or hardened skin that had collected over time. Finally, she addressed the dry, cracked skin at the tip of the toe, a common concern during seasonal changes in America when the air gets dry and people spend more time in enclosed shoes. With a soft but effective touch, she smoothed out the surface, restoring both comfort and a clean finish. The result was a refreshed toe, handled with the care and attention typical of high-quality salons committed to wellness and precision. The treatment began with focused attention on the tip of the toenail, where the technician carefully adjusted the length to create a clean and comfortable shape. This is a common step in professional foot care, ensuring that the nail doesn't press against the shoe or cause unnecessary friction when walking, something especially valued in American lifestyles where people are often on their feet all day. Once the tip was shaped, the technician gently worked along the inner edge, gradually gaining access to the tight corners where pressure had built up. This process requires both skill and patience, as the area is often sensitive and can easily become uncomfortable if rushed. With slow, deliberate motions, she continued to guide her tool along the side of the nail, adjusting the angle as needed. As she moved to the opposite side, she took special care to work gradually, easing the pressure while gently freeing the section of nail that had been tucked beneath the skin's edge. After that, she focused on cleaning the area thoroughly. Using fine, precision tools, she removed natural buildup from under the nail fold, typically formed from layers of hardened skin over time. These steps, done carefully and with a steady hand, not only improve comfort but help maintain foot health over the long term. This kind of attention to detail is a hallmark of quality foot care in American salons, where hygiene, comfort, and customer well-being are always top priorities. The whole experience was as much about restoration as it was about relaxation. To begin, the technician focused on the inner side of the client's right big toe, where the nail was starting to cause some discomfort. With practiced hands and a calm demeanor, she carefully worked her way along the edge, using gentle movements to gradually ease access to the area. This kind of precision work takes a steady hand and a lot of patience, especially when dealing with spots that are more delicate or tight. Bit by bit, she made progress, slowly lifting the troublesome section of the nail that had been pressing in. Each motion was smooth and mindful, reflecting the kind of detailed attention you'd expect from professionals in American nail salons, where client comfort and safety always come first. Once that section was freed, she turned her attention to the buildup of dry skin that had accumulated near the nail fold. Using specialized tools designed for comfort and control, she gently worked to remove the layer that was flaking away. There was no rush, just a calm, measured process that prioritized cleanliness and precision. Every step was handled with a blend of care and expertise, the way it's traditionally done in high-quality foot care settings across the U.S., where personal wellness and hygiene are not just services, but values. This thoughtful approach helped restore the area to a healthier, more comfortable state while giving the client a much-needed sense of relief and relaxation.